Hey there, everybody. I'm Jared Scott with Authentic Leadership Solutions, and today I want to talk about giving feedback. Sure, we all know that giving feedback is not always the easiest thing to do. One of the traps that we fall into is avoiding giving feedback, or we like to do what I call the feedback sandwich. Where you compliment them, you tell them how good they did on something, and then you point out something they need to work on, followed by another platitude. We'll stop that. That is the worst way to address things. In fact, one of my favorite writers, Ken Blanchard, in the 1 Minute Manager, talks about some of these things. And he talks about addressing the good as soon as it happens and also addressing the bad things immediately. This isn't always easy. It's not always convenient, but it's important that we do so as soon as possible. And to illustrate that, I'll talk about my dog that I used to have. He's a great dog, but he loved to dig holes. And I remember coming home from work, and there was a gigantic hole in the backyard. And I think he was quite proud of himself. But at the end of the day, it would not have done any good for me to discipline him or yell at him. He was happy to see me. He had no idea. Why? Because, well, he dug that hole who knows how many hours before I got home. And so, they talk about when you train an animal, you have to address things immediately. You do so kindly but firmly. And I'm not implying that people that we lead are animals by any means, but what I am saying is there's a similarity in that you need to address these things immediately. And so how do you do that? Well, the first thing you need to remember is you're not attacking the person, you are addressing the problem, the behavior. What is it? We need to know, right? Because you could be going after something that isn't even the real problem. So it takes discernment, it takes patience, it also takes firmness, and you can't be reluctant, because what happens when you're reluctant? Well, then these bad behaviors continue to become ingrained, and then you have bigger issues to deal with. But at the end of the day, stop with the I'll call it the compliment sandwich with a little bit of correction in the middle. Nobody likes that. If you've got something good, just give them that. If you've got something that's bad, give them that. There's your couple of minutes of wisdom for today.